on future out. She never seen an AK in a yellow day glow display. T-shirt so lovely, it turned all the history books. I got wheels, I got color spray, and a healthy sense of worth. Half of me is the gasoline, but the other half's the surf. So if I wait for the holiday, could it stop my fear to go away on a summer day? Never seemed so clear. An ancient business, a modern piece of glasswork, down on the corner that you walk each day in passing. The elderly says clerk won't ask with suspicion. The whole of motor corporation's giving its permission. A little stairway, a little piece of carpet, a pair of mirrors that are facing one another. Out in both directions, 1,000 little true yachts that come together in the middle of Manhattan. You waited since lunch, it all comes at once. Around the corner, the house that modern art built, a house for modern art to keep it out the closets of people who might own it, the sins of pride and envy. And on the second floor, the Richard Serra skate park. You waited since lunch, it all comes at once. Sit on the park wall, ask all the right questions, while the horses race in taxis in the winter. Look up at the buildings, imagine who might live there, imagining your Wolfords in a fall upon the sink there. You waited since lunch, it all comes at once. Thank you. You've been checking on my facts, and I admit I have been lax in double screening what I say. It wasn't funny anyway. I stand corrected. touch the side like a pile of leaves. I'm gonna find some better ways. 4 or 5 meters running around the bend when the government agents surround you again. If dying young won't change your mind, baby, 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 right on time. At the show, but you're playing a role. Do you think you can go to the 18th hole? Or will you fit like the day of the championship? Try to go it alone or you're on forfeit. If dying young won't change your mind, baby, 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 right on time. Baby, 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 right on, baby, 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 right on, rated 88, you love, rated 88, it's a lifetime, baby, 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 right on time, time, baby, 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 right on time. Naturally, but you got the luck of a Kennedy. So grab the wheel, keep it holding it tight till you're tottering off into that good night. If dying young won't change your mind, baby, 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 right on time. Baby, 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 right on, baby, 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 right on, rated 88, you lied on, rated 88, it's a lifetime, baby, 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 right on time, time, baby, 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 right on time. Nobody knows what the future holds, and it's bad enough just getting old. Live my life in self-defense, you know I love the past 'cause I hate suspense. If dying young won't change your mind, baby, 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 right on time. Thank you. That one's called Dying Young. Every time I see you in the world, you always step to my girl. Way back I used to front like Anglo White Mechanicsburg, Anchorage and Dar es Salaam. While home in New York with champagne and disco, tapes from LA/San Francisco, but actually Oakland and not Alameda. Your girl was in Berkeley with a communist reader. Mine was in tune with a boombox and Walkman. I was a harder but girl that was back then. The wisdom teeth that I what you on about. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. Stronger now. I'm ready for the house. Such a modest mouse. I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. Ancestors told me that there goes Betty. She's richer than creases, she's tougher than leather. I just ignored all the tales of a past life. Instead, conversation deserves but a bread knife. Punks who would laugh when they saw us together, but they didn't know how to dress for the weather. I used to see them there, huddled on Astor. Snow falling slow to the sound of the master. Gloves are off, the wisdom teeth are out. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. Stronger now, I'm ready for the house. I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. Wisdom's a gift, but you trade it for youth. Ages and honor, it's still not the truth. We saw the stars when they hid from the world. You cursed the sun when it stepped to your good. Maybe she's gone and I can't resurrect her. The truth is she doesn't need me to protect her. We know the true death, the true way of all flesh. Everyone's dying, but girl, you're not old yet. Gloves are off, the wisdom teeth are out. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. I'm stronger now, I'm ready for the house. I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. Gloves are off, the wisdom teeth are out. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones. I'm stronger now, I'm ready for the house. I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. Every time I see you in the mirror, you always step to my door.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Vampire Weekend, everyone. This is Ezra. This is Rostam. That's Chris Baio there. And Chris Thompson. All right, guys. Hey, first of all, thank you for joining us and performing for KCRW. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you, guys.
So Coachella is top of mind. I caught the show. You looked sharp. You looked ready for prime time. How did it feel to you?
It felt pretty good, although the sandstorm was starting right when we took
Yes.
the stage.
But it had not descended yet, so that's the good thing.
It was just getting like very windy. I think it made some people a little bit uncomfortable, but you know, it added some drama to the set.
Well, you know, I noticed that as soon as you went on, people were just running. Actually, they were skipping towards your stage, which has got to be a good feeling when people are just booking it to see you.
That's why we had to open up with up-tempo numbers.
Well, it seemed to go down well. Are you going to tweak anything for this coming weekend? You got R. Kelly coming out, anything like that?
That seemed to work pretty well for Phoenix last week. We'll try.
Daft Punk, are they coming out?
What if we brought out Phoenix?
So, wait, where'd Chris and Chris go? No? We're out? Oh, all right,
Bayo's
cool.
over there.
All right, yeah, we want you, I want to get you in on this in a sec. So, well, congratulations on the new album. I've heard it about 20 times today.
Wow.
These days, I'm only given like a secure stream the day of because they're paranoid about leaking and everything. It's not out until the 14th. So I'm fresh from listening to it. It really sounds like a confident and dynamic step forward for the band. So congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
So take us into your world a little bit, into the studio. What song kind of gave you the first sense that you had something, that you had traction for this album?
Well, one of the first songs that we made a demo for that we were really excited about was Obvious Bicycle, which is track 1. And, you know, Rostam had written the music and made kind of like a beat around the time we were finishing up Contra, and he sent it to me, and I listened to it a bunch, and I slowly start, you know, writing some stuff on top. And then we kind of reconvened. That was one of the first ones to work on. And immediately we knew that there's something special about the song. And we even kind of knew that it would probably be track 1 on the album. So that was a good start. And then along the way, you know, there's times where we were waiting for songs, and there are other moments where a song kind of popped up and gave us a lot of confidence, but that was definitely the first.
For this record, we wrote a lot of songs in batches, and every time there'd be like a new batch of 4 or 5 songs, and some of them we thought were amazing and we knew were going to be on the record, and others we weren't sure about, and then some we knew just weren't good enough. And we kept going like that for about a year until we had enough songs that we really loved. Because it would be easy for us to make an album with 10 okay songs or 12 okay songs, but we really didn't want that.
Was there a song that felt like it had completed the record, where you felt like, okay, we're done?
Well, the last 3 that we started were Don't Lie, Everlasting Arms, and Hudson. And those were started on this writing retreat that me and Ezra took up to Martha's Vineyard. And that was kind of like the last big push of writing. But we'd written in so many different ways and in different configurations, and written all kinds of different songs over that year. But that was kind of the end of the writing phase for the most part.
You mentioned the song Hudson, which really caught my ear. The sort of the choir element that's on that song, and also on one toward the beginning of the album. But anyway, it seems like just a fresh element in the music. Can you speak to that?
Sure. I think the first song that I put that on was Step, because that was one of the
That's
earlier
right.
songs.
Yes, Step.
And that was originally a sound that I thought would be more appropriate for a film score. I didn't expect it to make its way into our band's music, but that often happens. And I think that's often a source of inspiration to collecting sounds and not really knowing what they'll be part of. And then on Hudson, we were working on it, and Ezra said to me, like, what if you use that? What if you use that same choir sound from Step? And so that was kind of that sort of got us inspired, and we kept going from there.
Yeah. You know, I'm not sure people are aware, but you are the producer, and you have been on each of the 3 albums. Although, are you a co-producer on this one?
Yeah, on this album, me and Ariel Rekscheid produced all the tracks together. So it was kind of different in one sense, but in another sense, it was kind of just like adding another mind that was, part of our team, and almost like another band member. And the way that we worked was we passed sessions back and forth, and we got together in different configurations, sort of as we were working on the record. So songs were kind of going through various phases of getting refined, and it was a new thing, but it was a great way to work. We had a lot of fun.
Well, I'm curious, on this album, as producer mindset, was there anything you wanted to accomplish specifically with this album going into it? Just make a better record, I guess.
No, well, there was some ideas. Ezra and I talked about ideas that we had early on. Some of them which intersected really well with each other, and others maybe might have been in conflict with each other, which happens, and it's actually a good thing. But I did have an idea for a record where the piano was kind of at the center of it, and the piano was a big part. It didn't have to be on every song, but I wanted to try and do that. And at the same time, Ezra and I had this conversation way back, right when we started working, where he was like, I think we should use organic sounds more. Like, let's not try and use any buzzy synthesizers. And I love buzzy synths. He knows that. And he was like, I think we can get away from that. We can get into organic sounds, and I think that'll be a more interesting place. So ultimately, I think it benefited from these sort of different ideas that we had going in. But then to go back to what you were saying about the choir, I think the voices is another thing that I wanted to be part of this record. We both I wanted to capture Ezra singing it, and Ariel was crucial with that, capturing both of us singing. There's a lot of vocal harmonies on the record. There's times where we're both singing different things. I wanted to try and capture those things, and that was one idea, and so that went into it too.
I'm curious about the the conversation behind putting out Diane Young first, sort of strategically, because it's kind of jarring, you know, as a song. It's just like, whoa, what? And I just wonder if, you know, was that your intention? You wanted to put something out there straight away that was just going to kind of knock people on their ass?
Well, it's funny. People's reaction has been so different to that song. I mean, I think that there's much stranger songs on the album. So we actually never thought of Diane Young as being particularly jarring. We just thought it was kind of like a good, up-tempo, exciting rock song. It just kind of felt like a good side of the album to show. And we also liked the idea of pairing it with Step, putting them both out on the same day. And I think Diane Young is just the type of song that if you kind of, when you first hear it and you look at the individual parts and you look at the way the drums sound and the saxophones and the vocal effects, at first it might seem a little crazy, but really once you've heard it like 2 or 3 times, it just kind of makes perfect sense. So we never thought that was gonna like freak people out or anything. We just thought it was a good song.
And what do you have against Saab automobiles? Can you make a statement to the Saab owners of America? The opening line on the song is, what is it? You tell me.
It's you torched a Saab like a pile of leaves.
That's it. And of course in the video, you torch a Saab.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have anything against them to begin with, but now we do.
I only saw the cover art today, but it's worth mentioning. It's a photograph from 1966, and it's a photograph of Manhattan, and it looks like there's sort of a mysterious fog that's descended on the city, but in actuality, it's smog, it's pollution, it's the single smoggiest day in New York City history, in that photograph. And I wonder what the idea is behind choosing that for the album cover.
Something just went off there.
Nice.
That was a.
Did you choose that?
That was a picture that I found on the internet, and as you do, you find pictures on the internet, and sometimes a picture will strike you, and you'll save it to your desktop or whatever. Yeah. And I think what struck me the most about that picture was that it looked so much like New York, almost like a caricature of New York, but at the same time, I didn't really know very much about the New York there. Was it the past? Was it like some kind of a rendering of the future? And it made me think about a lot of things I think, you know, that we found were connected to this record, like you know, about responsibility and how New York has become less polluted. They've cleaned up the smog, but you know, the world has become more polluted, and you know, there's things that it made us, I think about a lot of things at once, which I think is important for an album cover. And it shouldn't reveal too much on first look. I think that was something that was important about the Contra cover and the first album. All of those, they don't reveal too much. They strike you, but you can't quite read what they're trying to tell you. I think that's important.
I knew there was a deeper meaning there. So glad. All right, I want to play a little game with the audience, if you don't mind. And if this goes horribly wrong, we will bail out of it. Toot sweet. So I'd like to welcome Chris and Chris back to the stage for this. Yeah. Is Chris Thompson around there?
Give it up. Give it up.
So we have Chris Baio, Chris Thompson. So let's consider him Baio. Let's consider him Thompson, Ezra, and Rostam. Now I'm going to ask a question of the audience. You respond which member of the band you think we're talking about. Then we'll ask the band if we're correct. So this is called Test Your Vampire Weekend Knowledge. Are you ready, audience? Which member of the band is the best cook? Baio. Okay, we're hearing Baio. Vampire Weekend, what is the answer? The best cook?
We've never had a cook-off.
I feel safe in saying that CT.
Okay.
I would say Bayo's wife is the best Vampire Weekend related cook.
Yeah, I'm the best at dishes.
And all along, I thought it was going to be Rostam.
It's true. My mom is a cookbook author, which would either make me amazing at cooking or terrible at it.
What happened, Rostam? Your mom has written 7 cookbooks.
It's true.
Wow.
It's true. She'd be pretty sad right now listening to this. No, it's interesting. I love cooking, but I don't do it that often. And I do have a little bit of like that thing. I got a great palate. I can taste, if I taste something, I can tell you what it is. So.
All right, our next question. Which member of Vampire Weekend appeared on HBO's Girls? Ezra. And what is the answer, Vampire Weekend?
CT. No, that's a factual one. Yes, that's true.
Okay, which member of Vampire Weekend it has the biggest wardrobe at home or sense of style? Audience? Ezra?
That's a kind of a subjective question.
Yeah, the biggest wardrobe.
Yeah, sure. Who has the biggest?
I feel like CT probably has the most like closet space.
That's true.
You want to talk about the layout of your apartment a little bit?
I've got 2 pretty deep closets, and also a jacket closet walking in, so I probably have the most capacity. I'm not sure if I fill it correctly, but.
All right. Very good. Which member of Vampire Weekend reads the most? Audience?
Oh my God, I wish. No, it's Bayo.
It's Bayo. Bayo
It's
by a
Chris
mile.
Bayo.
I wish I read more than I do.
All right.
I love reading, but I don't do it enough. This guy, how many books did you read in the past year?
I do maybe like 40 books a year.
Woo! Give it up.
Stay in school, kid.
Which member of Vampire Weekend is the best musician? Audience?
You're crazy for this one,
Okay.
Jason.
Okay.
Not making any friends here.
Okay. I knew that was going to be a controversial one. We'll skip that. All right. Who in Vampire Weekend is featured on the new Major Lazer album? CT.
You'd be surprised. Yes, that's another factual one. It's true.
Okay. Okay. Which member of Vampire Weekend smoked the most pot in college?
That's not true at all. CT does love improvised music. Some people call it jam band music, but he does not enjoy pot
I
in
hate
that
weed.
way.
Sorry, guys.
All right, we got just a couple more. Who in the band would be best described as a gentleman on the streets, but a freak in the sheets?
Wow.
You crazy for this one. Jason. I don't know. People are gonna have to just find out.
Good answer. Good answer. That's like Pharrell in his liner notes on one record was like, "All the ladies of the world, I can't wait to meet you." Anyway, okay. Last question.
You gotta stay up all night to get lucky, right?
Yeah.
Who in the band is third cousin of Steve Buscemi?
Bayo, that's right.
That may or may not be factual.
Hold on. Is that true? Is that true?
Yeah, I mean it's distant. I don't know if it's third cousin. My whole life I knew I was related to Scott Baio, but I only recently learned it's first cousin once removed. When you get into that, but it's my great grandmother and his great aunt. Baio is first cousin once removed. Buscemi, I guess, is third cousin. Yeah.
Well,
It's kind of crazy, all the connections out there when you really never think about. Like there was a story around the 2008 election that Cheney and Obama are eighth cousins. It's true. I thought that was pretty fascinating. So yeah.
Well, Bayo, while we have you here for a sec, you're very active as a DJ. You have a whole second career as a legit DJ, and I'm wondering what you play and how that influences your sort of creativity in Vampire Weekend.
It's hard to say or pinpoint it. I mean, I definitely spent a lot more time in production and just learning how to record. And I think it can spill over into ideas for the band. It can spill over into ideas for how we play these songs live, like we have new samplers. But I think we all, especially we had a bit more of a break after touring Contra, we all did a bunch of different stuff, and I think staying active outside the band can only help the band. CT had a very active sports career that I think has definitely helped things out as well.
And CT, what's your favorite vintage NBA shirt?
Any New Jersey Nets jersey, but not Jason Kidd because he's a Knick now.
Traitor.
Oh.
That's a factual one.
Traitor. All right. Well, Bayo, also, you're looking out for family here because Steve Buscemi is directing your live webcast coming up at Roseland, which is great.
Absolutely. I mean, we had multiple connections. That was the last one we learned, but he actually came to South by Southwest in 2008 and saw us. We didn't meet him then. And also his son had a band called Fiasco, and they opened up for us in Terminal 5 2008. So we had these connections. In addition, he's obviously an incredible actor and an incredible director, so it seemed like a really good fit for us.
So that's coming up, show back at Roseland in New York.
April 28th.
April 28th. All right. Well, thank you so much once again for playing for us. And why don't we get into your second set?
Thank you.
Thanks.
It's Vampire Weekend for KCRW.
It's not right, but it's now or never. And if I wait, could I ever forgive myself? On a night when the moon glows yellow in the riptide, with the light from the TV's buzzing in the house. 'Cause I'm gonna take it from Simon, and then I'm gonna duck out behind them. If I ever had the chance, it's now then, but I never had the feeling I could offer that to you. To offer it to you would be cruel, when all I wanna do is use you. It was a diplomat's son. It was 81. It was a diplomat's son. It was 81. Oh, 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 oh. Dressed in white, with my car keys hidden in the kitchen. I could sleep wherever I lay my head. And the sight of your two shoes sitting in the bathtub let me know, that I shouldn't give up just yet. 'Cause I'm gonna take it from Simon, and then I'm gonna take out behind them. If I ever had the chance, it's now then, but I never had the feeling I could offer that to you. To offer it to you would be cruel, when all I wanna do is use you. It was a diplomat's son. It was 81. It was a diplomat's son. It was 81. Oh, 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 oh. the river. There's a car, all black with diplomatic plates. Got a little soul, the world is a gold, gold place to be. Want a little warmth, but who's gonna save a little warmth for me? We know the fire waits, unbelievers, all of the sinners the same. Girl, you and I would die, unbelievers bound to the tracks of the train. If I'm born again, I know that the world will disagree. Want a little grace, but who's gonna save a little grace for me? We know the fire waits, unbelievers, all of the sinners the same. Girl, you and I would die, unbelievers bound to the tracks of the train. I'm not excited, but should I be? Is this the fate that I for the world's plan for me? I know I love you, and you love to see. But what holy water contains a little drop for me. See the sun go down, it's going on down, and the night is deep. Want a little light, but who's gonna save a little light for me? We know the fire waits, unbelievers, all of the sinners the same. Girl, you and I would die, unbelievers bound to the tracks of the train. I'm not excited, but should I be? Is this the fate that I for the world's plan for me? I know I love you, and you love to see. But what holy water contains a little drop for me. I'm not excited, but should I be? Is this the fate that I for the world's plan for me? I know I love you, and you love to see. But what holy water contains a little drop for me.
Thank you.
Oh, sweet thing, Zion doesn't love you, and Babylon don't love you, but you love everything. Oh, you saint, America don't love you. So I could never love you, in spite of everything. In the dark of this place, there's the glow of your face. There's the dust on the screen of this broken machine, and I can't But who could ever live that way? What do you, what do you, oh, ooh, the motherland don't love you. The fatherland don't love you. So I love anything. Oh, good God, the faithless, they don't love you. The zealous hearts don't love you. And that's not gonna change. All the cameras and files, all the paranoid style, all the tension and fear of a secret career. And I can't help but feel that you see the mistakes, but you let it go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Through the fire and through the flame. You won't even say your name. Through the fire and through the flames, you won't even say your name. Only I am that I am. But who could ever live that way? What do you, what do you, outside the tents, on the festival grounds, as the air began to cool and the sun went down, my soul swooned as I faintly heard the sound of you spinning Israelites into 19th nervous breakdown. Through the fire and through the flame. You won't even say your name. Through the fire and through the flames, you won't even say your name. Only I am that I am. But who could ever live that way? What do you, what do you, through the fire and through the flames, you won't even say your name. Only I am that I am. But who could ever live that way? What do you, what do you, I wake up, my shoulders cold. I think to leave here before I go. I pull my shirt on, walk out the door, drag my feet along the floor. I pull my shirt on, walk out the door, drag my feet along the floor. Then I see you, you're walking across the campus. New professor studying romances. How am I supposed to pretend I'm never gonna see you again? How am I supposed to pretend I never wanna see you again? Walk to class in front of ya. You spit kefir on your keffiyeh. You turn inside and look through the door. Drag your feet along the floor. Then I see you, you're walking across the campus. New professor studying romances. How am I supposed to pretend I'm never gonna see you again? How am out on the stone and grass, and I'm sleeping out on the balcony after class. In the afternoon, you're out on the stone and grass, and I'm sleeping on the balcony after class. In the afternoon, you're out on the stone and grass, and I'm sleeping on the balcony after class. Who gives a fuck about an Oxford comma? I've seen those English dramas too. They're cruel. So if there's any other way to spare the word, it's fine with me. With me. Why would you speak to me that way? Especially when I always said that I haven't got the words for you. All your diction dripping with disdain through the pain. I always tell the truth. Who gives a fuck about an Oxford comma? I climbed to Dharamshala too. I did. I met the house llama. His accent sounded fine to me. To me. Check your handbook, it's no trick. Take the chapstick, put it on your lips, crack a smile, adjust my tie. Know your boyfriend, unlike other guys. Why would you lie about how much coal you have? Why would you lie about something dumb like that? Why would you lie about anything at all? First the window, then it's to the wall. Little John, he always tells the truth. Check your passport, it's no trick. Take the chapstick, put it on your lips, crack a smile, adjust my tie. Know your butler, unlike other guys. Why would you lie about how much coal you have? Why would you lie about something dumb like that? Why would you lie about anything at all? First the window, then it's to the wall. Why would you take my conversation? Show your paintings at the United Nations. Big John, he always tells the truth. I had a feeling once that you and I could tell each other everything for 2 months, but it's not useful now. Since we both made up our minds, You're gonna watch out for yourself, and so will I think you're a contra. 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 My revolution thoughts, yeah, little letters of desire. I wanna trace them to the source and the wire, but it's not useful now, since we've both made up our minds. You're gonna watch out for yourself, and so will I. I think you're a contra. I think that you lie. Don't call me a contra till you've tried. You wanted good schools and friends with pools. You're not a contra. You wanted rock and roll, complete control. Yeah. I don't know. Never pick side, never choose between two. But I just wanted you, I just wanted you. Said never pick sides, never choose between the two. But I just wanted you, I just wanted you. I think you're the contra. I think that you lie. Don't call me a contra till you've tried. Occident, out on the weekend. Oh, that's the way that we relax. English breakfast tastes like Darjeeling, but she's too cute to even ask. Blake's got a new face. Blake's got a new face. Blake's right now. You spend a week in old San Juan, Spanish brownstone with chairs of leather and Spanish waves to roll along. Black's got a new face. 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 Majesty's not over her. Cryptographs can't stand the word. Black's got a new face. 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 Oh, your collegiate grief has left you down in sweatshirts. Absolute horror.
Thank you.